Let's move on to my NFL Week 12 picks. Last week, bounced back after a subpar week. Last week went 11-3 with my picks, so nice bounce back week. Overall for the year, I'm at 106, 55-1. Here are my Week 12 NFL picks. The Thursday game this week is an AFC South matchup. We have the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. A game that will be aired nationally on Fox Television, the NFL Network, and Amazon Prime Video. I know the Texans lost badly to the Ravens, and the Colts just continued to do well. I mean, they just keep doing their thing here. They beat the Jaguars last week. I'm picking the Texans, however. I think the Texans bounce back at home and beat the Colts in a good game. NFC South matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Bucks traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Been waffling back and forth on this one. The Falcons have really shown me something in their last few weeks with their defense. Defense have kind of woken up here. Matt Ryan seems to be getting it going a little bit. I'm going to take the Falcons. Falcons at home to beat the Buccaneers. I think they keep it going. Denver Broncos travel east to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Broncos, of course, are out. They don't have Joe Flacco. He's out probably the rest of the year. Bills continue to do good stuff. Here they're coming off a win last week. Broncos were on their bye. I'm taking the Bills at home. The Bills are just a better team here. Give me the Bills at home. They beat the Broncos. We have the New York Giants traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. The Bears got back on track last week with a win. They lost the Sunday night game to, never mind. They lost the Sunday night game to the Rams. The Bears just, they won the 1 week. They beat the Lions to end their skid, but then they lost this one. Giants are a mess. It's a coin flip, and I'm taking the Bears at home to beat the Giants. AFC North matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The Bengals are still winless here. The Steelers kind of hanging there. They came off a loss against the Browns in their last game. I'm going to take the Steelers. They're just a better team, and I think the Bengals stay winless here. So give me the Steelers to beat the Bengals in Cincinnati. We have the Miami Dolphins traveling up to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Dolphins have been playing a little bit better as of late. I know they've got a couple wins now under their belt. Browns coming off that win against the Steelers, like I mentioned. The Browns are the better team here. I'll give me the Browns at home to beat the Dolphins. NFC South matchup, we have the Carolina Panthers traveling down to the Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. Of course, no Cam Newton for the Panthers. The Saints looking to bounce back. I think they do. Give me the Saints at home to beat the Panthers. They're just a better team, I think. The Oakland Raiders travel east to the Meadowlands to take on the Jets. The Raiders, I'm just going with logic here. The Raiders are the better team here. Give me the Raiders on the road to go to the Meadowlands to beat the Jets. Seattle Seahawks travel east to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Eagles coming off a tough defeat last week to the Patriots. The Seahawks continue to do their thing. The Eagles are a home favorite here. This is where my upset pick of the week lies. I'm actually going to take Seattle to come across the country east to beat the Philadelphia Eagles and my upset pick of the week. The Eagles are a favorite as of the time I'm recording this. So give me the Seahawks in my upset pick to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. We have the Detroit Lions traveling to the nation's capital to take on Washington. Washington coming off an embarrassing loss to the Jets, while the Lions are just doing their thing. The Lions are the better team. I don't know if Matthew Stafford is playing or not. I think he's going to be out. But I think the Lions are just a better team here. Give me the Lions on the road to go into Washington and win. AFC South matchup, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. I was waffling back and forth on this one here as well. Ultimately, I'm taking the Jaguars in a surprise. I think they're going on the road to Tennessee and beat the Titans. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to take the Jaguars here to win. Featured late afternoon game. Of course, Fox has the doubleheader this week. The Dallas Cowboys travel to New England to take on the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. Patriots at home over the Cowboys. I think it should be a very good, entertaining game. Obviously, you got Dak Prescott and Tom Brady. It wouldn't shock me to see the Cowboys pull off the upset, but I think the Patriots are just a slightly better team here, especially at home in the conditions. So give me the Patriots to beat the Cowboys. Sunday night football game nationally for NBC television this week. This was a flex game. It was originally, I believe, supposed to be Seattle and Philadelphia in the Sunday night game. It's now the Green Bay Packers traveling out to the Bay Area to take on the 49ers. Of course, Packers coming off their bye. 49ers coming off a late last-second win against the Cardinals. You guys know where I'm going with this one. A classic confrontation between two of the NFL, and especially the NFC, but in the NFL's top teams. I think the Packers are winning here. Give me the Packers to go into San Francisco and beat the 49ers in a surprise. I know the 49ers only have one loss, but I think the Packers have exactly what it takes to go in there and win. The quarterback play should be pretty good. Looking forward to seeing it. Give me the Packers to beat the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football this week on ESPN features the Baltimore Ravens traveling out to Southern California to take on the LA Rams. I was waffling on this one back and forth. I'm taking the Ravens to go into Los Angeles and beat the Rams in a surprise. I think the Ravens are, I think offensively they're just a better team here. So Lamar Jackson's done a very good job, definitely in the consideration for MVP. Jared Goff is taking a step back after an incredible season last year. So give me the Ravens on the road to beat the Rams on Monday Night Football on ESPN. The teams on the bye this week are the Chiefs, Vikings, Cardinals, and Chargers.